This is my review for Supergirl Season 3, Episode 22. Let me tell you, this episode had really good parts and some parts that I was scratching my head. So let's go with the bad stuff first. The first thing I gotta point out about this episode is the Daxamites are like Power Ranger putties in here because they seem to have no power here. Like I said in my preview, I don't know what they're wearing, any of this stuff, why they have guns, because it's supposed to be just as powerful as Mon-El. They seem to be being easily defeated by anybody. I mean, anybody with a gun was shooting at them like nothing. I mean, Danvers shot at them, Maggie shot at them. It was like, okay, shouldn't this be like bulletproof people? They're Daxamites, and the only thing that can make them weak is lead. So that part makes no sense. Another part where it's making no sense about these Daxamites is then James comes in and is rescuing Cat Grant, and then he uses lead dust to weaken them. Okay, so how were they able to be taken care of outside by a bullet? I mean, were they special bullets? I don't know, but now they want to say, oh, lead, but he uses lead dust, and they didn't seem that weak to me. They just were still getting up. I mean, you give Superman or Kara kryptonite, and it's like they're fucking dying at the moment. So that part, no idea what happened there. Another part where I'm like, okay, why are they dragging this on? And why did they tease like Lena is going to hate Supergirl when she finds out who she really is? Are you kidding me? Really? Cat Grant and Lena Luthor, they still do not know who Supergirl is. But yet, Cat Grant is able to see through James Olsen easily, a man that is fully covered except his eyes. So you're telling me just by Kara covering her eyes with sunglasses, I mean, come on, like, stop dragging this on. These people, they're not stupid. There is no reason for this. They're just dragging this on. I mean, even when Supergirl ended up rescuing Mon-El and Lena, she had to act like she didn't know Mon-El. And, oh, Kara sent me. Really? And Lena just walked right through her like nothing. No, they need to let this go. This cannot be a reason for Lena to hate Kara. Supergirl, come on, that's nonsense to me. So the world is going into shit. I mean, they have nothing. Central City is being attacked by I don't know how many ships. I don't know how many Daxamites. That they're pretty much as strong as Superman, or probably somewhere near. The point is that they are stronger than a human. And Cadmus comes through the door to team up. And they say, no, we'll find another way. Are you kidding me? The world is about to be taken over. You have ships hovering on your city about to take over, to take everything from you and make you a slave. And you don't want to team up with Cadmus? Get out of here. That makes no sense. In a situation like that, you go with it. Yeah, I understand that they were trying to, make it like some drama is happening and, oh no, we're not going to do it. And then eventually Kara just says, fuck it. And she goes and agrees to this. Now, those are the things that I didn't like about the show. Now, on to the good stuff. The good guys and the bad guys get together for one good cause. Eventually, Kara ends up saying yes to Cadmus, and they have a plan to go into a Rhea ship, and they have some sort of teletransportation that they can get there, and they eventually do get there. But what happens? Cadmus betrays Supergirl. She's there to rescue her daughter and get the hell out. And she leaves Supergirl and Mon-El behind. But guess what? Kara was ready for this. I love this part here. I mean, it was like a wrestling. It's like wrestling when they're turning on each other. You didn't see it coming, but you should have. Like, come on, yeah, they were helping her out, but they're like, you know what? We can get rid of her because in the other side you have Danvers about to shoot that shit down with that cannon, but she's still waiting and waiting and waiting because she doesn't want to kill her sister. But then Cadmus ends up calling saying that it's ready to go. Wow, this woman, she is heartless. She doesn't care. Even though Supergirl helped her get her daughter back, she still does not give a shit. Mon-El and Lena, getting married was wacky. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. I mean, I'm gonna put it in the good. It was something where like, okay, she wants to have them get together, but just to have the prince with somebody, and so they can have a child. Like, okay. I mean, how old is Lena and how old is Monel? I'm pretty sure Lena was pretty happy, even though she wasn't showing that. Anyways, another part that was pretty cool, it was the president revealing herself. I mean, this woman has the balls to be flying straight to the ship. She's like, I'm going to where you are. But all this time, I'm like, yeah, she's an alien. And then all of a sudden, Cat is in there. I'm like, okay, well, you're bringing a human with you. I mean, what do you think is actually going to happen? But then Supergirl is coming to the rescue after Rhea is attacking the ship. Not the ship, the airplane, Air Force One. And he blows up. She rescues Cat, and then they're worried. Where's the president? At this point, I know. I'm like, okay, the president is about to reveal herself because, hey, this is the perfect moment. And she does. She's in the airplane wreckage, and she comes out of there looking like an alien, and she's like, oh, I have to explain this to you. But that was a pretty cool reveal. They had teased us about this a couple of episodes ago, so finally everybody's aware, at least in the DO, that she's an alien. By the end of this episode, you have Supergirl and Rhea. They're talking, and at this point, I'm thinking, okay, what's gonna happen? Is the ship gonna get shut down? What is going to happen? Is Dumber going to press the button, and they're just teasing us, building up the drama, the intensity, and all of a sudden you see the cannon, and it's been blasted. At this point, I'm like, okay, I know who did that. That was Superman. But why will Superman stop the cannon from firing to save Kara? I was somewhat confused at this moment. And then all of a sudden, they got back to the ship where Kara is with Rhea, and Superman just knocked the hell out of Kara. I'm like, oh, so this is how we're gonna use Superman control, because you cannot have Superman and Supergirl together to take care of all these Daxamites, which are like 1,000 Supermans together. But we're gonna have next week Supergirl versus Superman. I wondering what type of mind control she has this man, and let's see how this develops. Let's see how this develops. But I'm so well looking to that. We never really saw them going at it, so that's something fresh. I would have preferred to have Superman help Supergirl and take care of this, but I guess you gotta make it even more difficult than it already is, and that's what they're doing. And you get to see another episode where the effects are supposed to be better than anything you have seen. I mean, this is coming from them. They have stated that they're spending the most amount of money in these last two episodes just to get them right. And you know what? I dig that. Overall, I really like this episode. Everything, all the scenes, they had something for me. Everybody was involved. Everybody was in this episode. Every hero, every villain. So I like that everybody was somewhat having some sort of contribution. They had some sort of role. It wasn't one of those episodes where you're like, oh, where is this person and what are they doing? Here, everybody has something to do. Even Kat, that was just there for support, as I had stated in my preview, and that's what she was, support. I don't really care. I mean, I think Supergirl should be able to make these decisions, but hey, it doesn't bother me either that she was there. Anyways, let's start a conversation in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Like this video, share it. We'll see you next time. Thank you again.